What screams bad parenting? I think I have the video for you guys. You're not going to believe it, although I have a bunch of videos for us to watch and check out and react to today. So let's dive in. Are these the worst parents ever? Let's go ahead and find out. First clip that I have here, I just spotted on the Daily Mail. I saw the title and I saw the cover and I was like, no way. Let's go ahead and check it out. This guy really might be the worst parent ever. Please, no. Oh my gosh, is that real? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look at the comments. I have to find out more about this. That has to be a baby doll. If that's a real baby, I'm gonna cry my eyes out. Oh my goodness, can you imagine if that's a real baby? How cold? But let me see here, you guys. So it says in the caption, a Texas man who used his 3-month-old baby to push snow off a car is being investigated. You guys, it was a real baby. I really never thought, I didn't watch the clip till I saw it with you guys. I cannot believe he did that. And then seeing it, I figured it was a doll, but they said here, no, it's a true story. This man actually used his baby to wipe snow off his car. And I'm sorry, but the baby's it looked like his little feet, his skin was out. So his skin was cold from the snow. Oh my goodness. So guys, I can't even, I'm used to watching TikToks many times and you think it's going to be a doll, you think it's going to be a little skit type of thing. Wow, that's real. That is heartbreaking. Now, I do have some more TikToks here that I haven't watched yet, but they're about what screams bad parenting. So let's go ahead and check out the first one.
So about 5 years ago, my daughter, she was in 8th grade. She's 13 years old. She says, hey, can my friend from school spend the night? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So she tells me, hey, Mom, my friend's almost here. I was like, okay, I'm going to go outside and meet her parents when they drop her off. So I'm walking outside. The girl gets out of the car. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. And the car starts backing away. I'm like, oh, I was gonna talk to your dad real quick before he left. And she goes, oh, that's not my dad. It was an Uber. They sent her to a stranger's house to spend the night in an Uber with a strange man that they knew nothing about.
Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, that's pretty sketchy. I guess they trusted their daughter. So I guess their daughter probably said, it's my friend, their parents are nice, and they trusted their daughter. My husband, his family used to put him on the airplane 5 years old by himself all the time to fly to see his father, because his mother lived in New York, his father lived in Florida. And he'd be all alone on the plane, 5 years old, 6, 7, all the way till he was, an adult, but then it was fine. But, anything could happen to kids, Uber. I feel like I almost got kidnapped in an Uber the other day. Some Uber, a taxi driver, Uber, anybody, there's a lot of weird things happen in these cars. So yeah, she's right. You shouldn't put your kid in an Uber by himself. Here's another story. This supposedly also screams bad parenting. Let's check it out.
Having kids when you cannot afford them. Having kids until you get a boy. Having a kid to save a marriage or relationship. Having a kid because you did not use protection when you are not in a financially stable place or right headspace to bring in a child to this world, and you still do it anyway. You're like, oh, Nate, you support eugenics. It's like, no, I support common sense. Why would you be having kids if you cannot afford them? Why you keep trying for a boy when you have 3 beautiful girls? Like, people need to get a grip. Trashy parenting.
What do you guys think? A lot of people will keep trying to get a boy, and that's why they wind up with 6 kids. I know a lot of people, 4 daughters, 5 daughters, and they want that boy, so they're going to keep trying. Some of them have 6. Some people I know, but I don't know. Some people say it's an Irish thing. They'll have like 12 kids. So I don't know if you guys know anybody like that. But they will keep. God bless, though. You know what? Children are a blessing. If you love them, I used to think that too. I used to think, if you had to save and you had to have money and you had to have everything, as long as you can really, take care of them, you don't have to worry so much about money, just love them, have fun, enjoy them. You know what I mean? Because like he said, maybe they didn't have protection, so it could have been an accident. It's fine, just love on them, take care of them, Of course, you shouldn't be going out of your way to have kids if you don't have any way or any means to take care of them. But if it happened, that's a blessing, it's going to be fine. There's so much love. You're still blessed to have a baby, But I saw another TikTok. Let's go ahead and check it out.
So many to talk about, so little time, but we're going to start with those texting dads, and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Those dads who take their kids places and have no interaction with them, just sit there and text on their phone, and then have the audacity to talk crap about how their dad wasn't involved in their life. Yeah, my dad didn't care about me. He just worked all the time. How about you put the phone down and play catch? Ooh, moms, do not think that you are off the hook. There is a cutoff age for breastfeeding, and as a general public, I think we need to vote on it. You just need to get over yourself, because this is not tacky, this is all natural, and this is how he eats. Taking a poop is all natural as well, but you don't see me out here copping a squat in public. Not to mention, that is not a baby or a toddler, that is a full-grown little person who is up to bat in his T-ball league. Speaking of your special little guys, parents who want to get involved in their adult children's lives. I have been a hiring and firing manager for almost 10 years. I cannot tell you how many parents I have had to talk to. Ma'am, this is a job interview. Well, he is my son. He is 24 years old and he will be heard. He's a big boy and he wants to make big boy money. Yeah, but that 9 to 5 is not really going to work with his sleep schedule. And he has a peanut allergy. So can we make sure that nobody else on the staff eats peanuts? Divorced parents who want to use their kids as rewards or punishments to their partners. I don't know why your dad doesn't want to see you on Christmas. Maybe you should ask him. Meanwhile, dad has been begging your mom to see you for 6 months, and she keeps saying no, and the only reason he doesn't take her back to court is because he financially can't, because he's spending all of his money on child support that mother does not spend on the child.
That's so sad, you guys. First of all, he had so many great points. Although who knew that parents are calling jobs up and saying, oh, you know, speaking for their adult children? Who would think? I can't even imagine. And I don't think he was joking. Was he joking about that? But he said he worked in HR. So he said he management. So he would get phone calls like that. Oh my gosh. But that is true. That is such a big, I think that's true though. You know, what he said about parents, that they're divorced and it's like parental alienation and trying to tell, I don't think people should tell kids, you know, like, oh, unless it's really true. And, you know, what are you going to do? You got to tell them, you know. And then what else he said? Mothers breastfeeding till the children are so much older. Do you know, like, there was this girl, she's like really famous. She was breastfeeding her daughter. She was like 5 years old. This girl's a billionaire. Can't believe nobody would have told. I guess everybody was scared to tell her stop breastfeeding the girl, because she was already, like he said, they're adults. They're already like up to bat. This girl was like 5 years old. She was still breastfeeding her. It was like in the English newspapers and whatnot, in the English press, because I think they lived in England. Can you imagine 5 years old? The baby, she had a full set of teeth and she's breastfeeding. She could speak full sentences, full paragraphs. She must have been like, Mama. How'd she even ask for it? Can you imagine? What words did she even use to say? I want to breastfeed at 5 years old. You have to let things go, you know, let it go. They're older now. Like, just like Pampers, they outgrew the Pampers. They outgrew the breastfeeding when they're that big. When they got a full set of teeth, come on. Here's another clip, because I have 2 more clips. Let's go ahead and check it out.
I just saw a video on my For You page that was talking about how this person wants to be a boy mom, and it was basically a bunch of images of, you know, mothers with their baby boys or toddler boys or boys, whatever. And all of the comments were women being like, I cannot wait to have a boy. I can't wait to be a boy mom. I just know that I'm destined to be a boy mom. I'm going to have 3 little boys and I can't wait. There was also a comment that said, if I have a girl, I'll just have 1 kid. But if I have a boy, I'm going to have 2 so that I'll have 2 boys, which, first of all, you can't pick what gender they're going to be, but whatever. And then I went on this creator's page and they had the exact same video, but it was switched to girl mom. So it said, I can't wait to be a girl mom. And it was, you know, again, mothers with their daughters, little girls, girl babies, whatever. Same exact post, same caption, but just switched to girl with boy or boy with girl. Yeah, whatever. And all of the comments were, I can't wait to be a boy mom, on the one about the girl. Or no, I want to be a boy mom. I don't want to be a girl mom. I want to be a boy mom. I can't wait to have boys. A couple of them said like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm just happy to be a mom. But the comments on both of these videos were drastically different. If you genuinely care about the gender of your baby, like if you deep down have this bias that, oh, I want boys, I don't want girls, or I want girls, I don't want boys, whatever it is, but there's a lot of them out there that are primarily like, I want boys more than girls. You should not be having children. Please, for the love of God, do not have a child. There's always that classic joke, but it's a reality of, the moms treating the sons so much better than treating the daughters. I grew up with 2 older brothers. I had to do lots and lots of chores. I had to clean the bathrooms. I had to take out the dishwasher, clean the dishes. What did my brothers have to do? Nothing. Take out the trash maybe like once a week, and that was it. So I know exactly what it's like to, I love my mom. I love my parents so much. They were great parents, but at the same time, I know what it's like to be treated differently because I'm a girl, and, maybe it was a subconscious bias, but genuinely, please do not have a child if you care about the gender.
Wow, that is so heartbreaking. I've heard people say, oh, they want a boy, especially if they, already have a bunch of girls. But I always figured they just want to have a boy just for, just to have one of each, just one that's like the dad and one that's like the mom or whatever, or one, just boy gender and girl, just to have one of each, just different outfits. That's what I never realized though, that wow, that girl, her story was so sad. They were making her clean the house. They were making her feel that the boys, that she was not really wanted and the boys were really wanted more. People are really making their kids feel like the boys are more valuable. Oh my goodness. I never thought of that. That's so sad. I never thought that people would do that. Who would be so crazy? I just figured people just wanted a boy and a girl, I never thought that people wanted a boy so bad that they would, devalue a girl or their daughter, and just, that is because she had that experience. It's so sad, guys. How could you just be happy with whatever baby you have? You're so lucky that you can't plan unless maybe you get those embryos chosen. Is that how else can you plan? You can't plan to have a boy or a girl. It's whatever God gives you, whatever, So I do have one more TikTok here about, bad parents. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Buckle up, I've got a few. So some of y'all aren't going to like this, but I think one of the trashiest things that you can do as a parent is continue to have kids that you cannot afford. I see it a lot in parents that keep having one gender and they want the other, and they can't afford the children that they have, but they keep going because they want that other gender. There was a guy that my dad worked with who wanted a son. He had 6 girls before he finally had a son, and he could not afford 2 of them. That is so trashy to me. But even the people that don't do it over the gender thing, or they just keep having children just to keep having them, or they don't practice safe cuddling, and they just keep having kids that they can't afford, that's so unfair to your children's lives. They did not ask to be brought into this world only to be neglected because you can't afford to take care of them. Another thing, parents who smoke and drive with the windows up and their kids are in the car. Parents who smoke in their house. Parents who smoke in their car even when their kids aren't in there because their kids are getting in there and it smells awful. Parents who drink and drive. And this isn't just when your kids are in the car. It's worse when your kids are in the car, obviously, because you're endangering their lives. However, if you drink and drive while your kids are not in the car, you're putting yourself in a position to be taken away from them because you're doing something that is illegal and can kill other people. In today's day and age where Uber and taxis are everywhere, it is disgusting that people drink and drive. Another one is parents who put their personal wants before their kids' needs. Let's say your kid needs dental work, or they need new clothes, or they need a certain medication, and you can't afford it because you continuously spend all your money on personal wants. Video games, car parts, hobbies, whatever it may be. If you prioritize your wants over your kids' needs, you should not be a parent. And I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times, I will continue to say it. Parents who build their platform off of exploiting their children on the internet. Now, I don't think that your kids should be on your TikTok. However, there's a very big difference between your child being in a video or two, maybe a handful of videos, and it's an innocent video and you're just explaining stuff, whatever. I'm talking about the family influencers who post every aspect of their child's life. That's how they make their money. If you can't build a platform off of your own content, then you suck at making content. Your children should not be the center of your content. It is dangerous. And not only that, but your kids are being brought up that there's no kind of privacy. Millions of people on the internet know every aspect of their children's lives, and it's very gross to me. Also, grown adults who just pick fights and they want to fight everybody and they try to fight everybody. Like, you're a grown adult and you're teaching your kids that fighting people is okay.
That is so sad. She had so much to say, and it was all 100% true. But who would think parents are driving around drunk with their kids? She said people are driving around drunk with their kids, smoking in the car, smoking in the house with kids. Can you imagine? I mean, everybody knows there's signs everywhere. Smoking causes cancer. Why would you want to smoke around your kids? And then you're going to wonder why they are not so healthy. You know, it's going to even just break down their immune system. And that is just so horrible. Go out, like, oh my goodness, who is doing that? That's just heartbreaking. Oh my gosh. And then, do you hear what she said though? I've been wanting to even talk about this, guys. She said how these influencers are using their kids for content. You'll see influencers having kids for content. I don't even think they want these kids. They just want to have like content, storyline, going to the hospital, picking out outfits. I don't even think they want these kids. And there's this one girl, I feel bad to say her name. Maybe I'll bring it up in a future video because it's shocking to me. She has so much, looks like she has so much money. I mean, she lives in a mansion. Her husband is a doctor. She's a young girl, like, you know, not that young, like she's in her 30s, like, you know. She has, I was watching her because she has some really, really nice outfits that she puts together because she does fashion blogging. You guys, she has, I'm following her on Instagram and she's videotaping her kids in the bathtub, taking baths, little kids. They, you know, they weren't wearing clothing. I said, this is insane, multiple times. Then she flies them around the country every weekend. They're always crying. They're always exhausted because she even said on her Instagram, I need pictures for content. So she flies around for content, dragging these little kids with her. They're crying. They're always on the plane. They're exhausted. One time I saw her, she was in New York City. She's talking with her phone like this. And you could see the kids were like in the background in like Times Square, like, there was people between them. They were crying and she was going, oh, I can't wait to go to Chanel and I'm gonna go get shopping. And the kids were, I was like, the kids are in the, she had pictures of the kids in New York City in the winter, no clothing on. I mean, no coat on. Their little arms out. I think she just wanted to show their outfits off. And that's maybe why she didn't put the coat on them. It's sick. It's sick. And I know a lot of people, it's not right if you don't have money and you're trying to make money off your kids, but just saying, this girl has a lot. I think her husband's a doctor, so they have income. So she doesn't need to be doing this. And I'm not saying it's, even if she needed to do it, it wouldn't be right either way. But I'm just saying, on top of it, like, your husband has a legitimate job. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you showing these kids? And she was famous before she had the kids. So I don't know why she keeps showing her kids like that. It's just heartbreaking. And you'll see so many just crazy influencers. That girl was so right what she said. If you can't make content, if you can't make money off of your own content, don't even get your kids involved. Can you imagine? Like she said, they're going to feel so violated. They don't even know. I'm telling you guys, I want to tell you so bad, but I don't even want to say her name and tell you about this because I don't want to draw attention to what she's doing. But she has millions of followers on Instagram. So, and she acts very like she's so sweet and innocent. But no, there's no way nobody has mentioned to you that you shouldn't be all the time showing your kids with no clothing on. Come on Instagram. There's no, I don't want, it's heartbreaking. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think of these. Are these the worst parenting? Are these some of the worst parents ever? I think, no, it can't really get much worse than a lot of what they mentioned today. It can't really get much worse, right? But let me know what you think down below. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And guys, I just want to share with you, if any of you are interested, I'll have my makeup of the day linked down below, but I'm wearing this Natasha Denona palette. This is the new Mini Sculpt Eye palette. And it's just a bunch of really beautiful nude shades. And I'm wearing MAC Chestnut Lip Liner. So great. Such a such a game changer. I would never have known to wear such a deep lip liner, but I saw a MAC artist using it online, and then she blends it out, and then she puts a little bit of MAC Flesh Pot on top. So I will link her down below because she has some amazing lip combos. But she wears, so she was using chestnut with Flesh Pot and then pink gloss on top. And so that's what I'm wearing today. I'll have it linked again down below. But that's pretty much it, guys. And I will be having a giveaway soon too as well. I'm just trying to really get everything together. So I'm going to have some really great giveaways because I have a bunch of great stuff for the giveaway. So anyway, guys, I hope you're all doing good. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.